Welcome to the University of Nottingham podcast.
In this podcast, we catch up with 4 Olympic stars who recently dropped by as a special University of Nottingham sports bursary evening on University Park. These current students and alumni have excelled in their sports at the recent Beijing Olympics, as well as their academic work. What we wanted to know is, how do they do it?
No, that's a lot of questions I always get asked is because I train out of Loughborough, are you doing sport science at Loughborough? And when I say no, I'm doing maths and economics at Nottingham, the general response is, oh God, why would you choose to do that? And it is difficult. I'm sure there's some people who could get by not doing much work, but it's quite a demanding course, and it is difficult to manage that time of training versus university, especially in the lead up to Beijing. Training always takes priority over anything to do with university. But it's time management, all the kind of things you hear, time management, being organised. And for me, the thing I found is actually talking to my lecturers and my tutors, which I'm generally very bad at, but has made a massive difference because they're so helpful, and there is a lot that they can do to help.
Well, I've found it quite difficult. I've done 2 years of my degree. I found it quite difficult my second year as the work was piling up, and obviously it started getting a bit more real that I had to excel in my exams, and basically I found it really difficult to balance the two. So I took the decision to put my university studies on hold and become a full-time swimmer basically. I've taken 2 years out of my degree now. This is my second year out. I took a year out to train up to Beijing. This is my second year out now, and I'm returning in September to split my final year over 2 years, which the university have been really supportive of.
Yeah, it was definitely very difficult at times, but the university fortunately ended up helping me out once I was struggling quite a lot, and the university ended up helping me out, let me do my third year part-time over 2 years, and I was on the sports bursary scheme, which helped out as well. Really, I've got selection coming up in just over a month, and then there's the European Championships here in Nottingham, so that'll be the first time I've ever raced a big race at home. And then really, essentially there's three World Championships before we're at 2012, so it'll be another 4-year build-up with everything gearing towards the Olympic Games.
Yeah, I think it's important to find a balance in life, because if all sport or all career can be quite unhealthy for you. I think it's good to have a balance, which means that you can achieve in several areas, because most of us are in sports where we're not going to make a living from our sport long term. So it's important that you concentrate and think about your career after sport as well. And I think for me, being able to build those blocks and put myself in a position where I knew I had something to fall back on that I was going to enjoy and fulfil me as much as sport does when I retire from sport. Yeah, right now it's been really hard to kind of have any time to reflect on Beijing and what it was like. And when I watch the videos of it and hear other people talking about it, it seems really strange, because even though I was there, it's kind of like you see it as if it's not me that was there. But yeah, most of my focus now is obviously on my career for the next year or so. But the whole time I've got London in sight, and I'm getting more involved in the London Olympics anyway at the moment, with being involved in like anti-doping and the sports advisory group. So getting involved in ways, even though not necessarily competing at the moment, but hopefully we compete in London.